Lovelies. Today I want to talk about some tips to get through this pandemic that we are facing right now. Some tips to basically keep your mind right and keep you sane. I know a lot of people have been sitting watching TV and waking up at 11 a.m., sometimes later. And I just want to talk to you about how you can kind of ease some maybe depression, some sadness, some irritability that might happen while we have to be at home. So the first thing that I have is set your alarm and wake up early. And that means, I set my alarm for 6 a.m. and that means that I'm having a schedule. So I wake up at the same time every day. I wake up, I drink my coffee, I drink some water, and I just kind of get ready for the day, and then after that I take a shower and I get ready. And I also make sure that I make my bed. So I don't like coming into my room and not seeing my bed made. It just gives me anxiety. And get your coffee, get your water, and get set for just waking up for the day. Then I recommend showering basically right away and getting ready. So if you're a girl like me, I have been actually doing my makeup more than I ever have before, even though I may not be leaving the house for the entire day. But it's just kind of getting me in that mindset of like, okay, I'm ready. I have to do something with myself now. That doesn't mean necessarily like making a YouTube video or something, but it makes me just feel more put together and makes me feel like I'm ready to take on the day. The next one is to set your intentions and your goals for the day. So that's immediately when you wake up in the morning, is set your intentions. Like, are you going to be studying today? Are you going to be watching a documentary? Are you going to just be relaxing and chilling? Like, what is your intention for the day? And if you have goals, this is when I would really focus on your goals, because a lot of people, we're not going to get an opportunity like this, and I know it sounds weird because we're in the middle of a pandemic and it's weird to say it as an opportunity, but for a lot of people it actually is. There's people who have been working 9 to 5s for their entire life and they're just now realizing how much they hate it, and I think that we forget that we only have one life. We only get to do this once. So if you're unhappy in any way, do something to change it. Don't just accept your unhappiness. Do something to make life more enjoyable. And that comes with starting new hobbies, following your passion. And if you hate your job, then get a new job. And I know that sounds insane for people who have families and for people who have to pay for a house and stuff, but we have so many hours in the day that we probably don't put to good use, where we're on our phone or we're watching TV. So if you do have to work your 9 to 5, you have hours afterwards that you can focus on your goals and start reading, start studying, start working on your passion that you've always wanted to do, if that's starting a business or coming out with a new line of makeup or something like that. Just starting, because so many people don't even start because of the fear of failing. And I have been like this my entire life. I feel like I'm gonna fail, so I just don't do it. And an intention that I set for 2020 was to actually follow through with what I say I'm gonna do. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And I've never been this person in my life. I'll say I'm going to do something and then I'm like, I'll get to it later. But 2020 is the year that I don't want to let my fears control my life anymore. If I fail, then I fail, such as starting this YouTube video. I was terrified. I put it off for so long. But I actually did it, and that is a huge accomplishment for me. And being able to enjoy the little things that make you feel fulfilled. So it's not like I'm making a bunch of money, it's not like I have started a new business or anything, but I'm starting these very small things that eventually could add up to something much, much bigger. Um, and a quote that I heard from somebody, it was from like a motivational speech that I was watching, is when you look at a tombstone, sorry, this is going to be slightly dark, but when you look at a tombstone, you see the person's name and you see the dates from which they lived. So mine would be, right now, it would be 1997 to 2020. And I encourage you to not look at the dates as much as the dash in the middle. The dash is what shows what you've done in your life and what you've accomplished and what you've left for this world, what you've left behind. And I want you to genuinely think about what you're leaving behind. And if there's something that you want to change, if there's something that isn't making you happy, then do something and make moves. Another thing is eating healthy and eating breakfast. A good breakfast I recommend is, I usually do like a little bit of oatmeal, some berries, and some eggs with a couple, like some egg whites with a couple full eggs. This is something that has protein, carbs, antioxidants. It'll keep you healthy and it'll keep your energy up for a decent amount of the time. So try and focus on eating healthy. Don't just be like, oh, I'm stuck at home, nobody's gonna see me, I'm gonna eat unhealthy now. Like, I've seen so many people buying like frozen pizzas and stuff, and like, yeah, it's fine once in a while, but we're in the middle of a pandemic where people aren't healthy, and the people who aren't healthy are the people who are even more exposed to, they're even more at risk to getting this virus. So don't you want to build your immune system as much as you possibly can? Like, think about the long-term effects. Think about when you're about to put something into your mouth, think about how it's going to set you up for either success or for failure. And you may not get sick from it, but you also won't feel very great. And that's going to lead to more depression, more irritability, and more anxiety. The next one is to stay hydrated. Just try and keep a water bottle with you throughout the day and drink it whenever you look at it. I always have my water bottle literally right next to, obviously I like this color, but I always have my water bottle right next to me so that whenever I glance at it, I'm like, all right, I'll get it, I'll drink some water, might as well, because it's there. So, then the next one is exercise for 30 minutes each day. You can do this 5 days a week, you can do this 7 days a week. Honestly, overtraining is not going to happen if you're doing body weight stuff and you're doing it 7 days a week. It's not a problem. But it will help your mental state tremendously. And I know that getting the motivation to work out at home is painfully difficult, and it is even for me, and I have been in the fitness industry since I was a freshman in high school, basically. But there are videos, there are YouTube videos, there are things that you can watch on your TV that I know my mom's been doing that. She'll put it on the TV and then she'll just do that in the morning. And it's something that's easy that you don't have to think about a lot. You just get it done, and then once you're done, you feel a lot better. The next one is to be aware of your thoughts during this time. We are allowed to basically start over all over again, like over and over again. We're allowed to start over and over again. And to be aware of your thoughts means to understand if you're feeling negative and working on ways to change that feeling, or to feel that feeling if it needs to be felt. A lot of people, if they feel sadness or depression, they will try to do something else to keep their mind off of it, but I recommend just being able to feel that feeling, and then eventually it'll pass and you can move on with it. But just be aware of where your mind is at right now. Be aware of if you're unhappy or if you are happy. Just recognize the moments when you're doing something that you're happy. Recognize those moments and keep doing that thing. Avoid TV, avoid the media, because the media is not benefiting us at all, basically. Okay, that's a little bit too far. But when you're watching all of these people, like how many people are getting sick and stuff, like there's not much that we can do about it. Just stay home. Stay home, eat healthy, be healthy, and do the best that you can. But watching how many people have died and stuff, that's just going to make you more negative, that's going to make you more sad, and it's going to make you more scared, and we're not meant to live in fear. So we should be aware that this is around us and take the precautionary measures, but we shouldn't allow it to give us anxiety and to give us fear. And then a very important one right now is to educate yourself. So if you're bored during the day, instead of watching TV, read a book. I use the site thriftbooks.com, and they are all used books. They're like $3.99, $4.99, whatever, and they have every single category, and you can read anything that you want. So I read a lot of self-help books. My favorite one right now is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F. But that's my number one. And if you take my yoga classes, you know, because I talk about it all the flippin' time. But read self-help books maybe. Study something that you've been wanting to study. Color, draw, paint. Do something other than just watching TV and wasting your time. And the last one is to organize, sell, donate your clothes, and get rid of the things that aren't actually giving you pleasure. So I just did this, and I'm gonna be honest, I kept a lot of things because I am a big fan of clothes, but I got rid of a lot of other things. So I'll show you actually how I organized. All right. Hi, hello. Okay, hopefully you can see this. So this is all of my shirts. I have my tank tops, my long sleeves, and then, oh, top drawer, which I can't even, I'm on my tippy toes right now. Those are my shorts, my leggings. This is my underwear and socks, my sleepwear, sports bras, joggers. And then I have my little books on display. I have everything that brings me joy. Again, I'm making my bed every day. And then I organize my closet. So I have all my sweaters right there. My purse that I never use. My shoes, jeans. I don't know why I have so many jeans, because I don't wear them, but that's fine. And then all of my basically activewear tops, my robe. And that right there is important things that I didn't know what to do with. So, I'm not the best organizer, but I do try. So, that's kind of all I have for you today. I would say the most important thing is to find something that you've been wanting to do, that you've been putting off, and do it. Don't waste time watching TV and scrolling through social media all day. Don't waste time sleeping your life away. Just do something that brings you genuine joy. So many people have been wanting this, and now we're just wasting it. But look at this as one of the biggest opportunities of your life. If you are not working right now, you have so many things that you can accomplish. And I have so many things that I can accomplish. And I'm just starting, and I want you guys to start with me. I want us all to be on the path of basically happiness. And no, we're not going to be happy all the time, but we can be happy a majority of the time. And I don't know about you, but I would like to increase that. So if you like this video, if this helped you at all in any way, I know I ramble sometimes, and I don't know if it was perfectly structured, but if you like this video and it did help you, then please like, subscribe, and share my YouTube channel. Still don't know how to turn on comments, so if it's working, then I figured it out, so good for me. Goodbye, I love you.